Me just in time. Found out who went rooting around in our skulls, and you'll never guess who it was. As a totally unrelated hint, I'm in charge of his boat now.
Wow, that's great. I mean, yeah, there's like three characters with names, so probably. So Tobar did it?
Yeah, looks like it. When the tribals would send someone to the swamp, he'd be waiting around to nab 'em when the Pungaseeds gassed 'em. He'd do his amateur surgery for the tribals and let us wander back, all in exchange for punga fruit to trade. Sweet little deal he had going on. Anyway, I figured you'd want a shot at some revenge, so I
mean, not really.
Citizen's arrest, sorta.
What a bastard. I mean, why are we doing this surgery even in the first place for the tribals? You know, they're doing it because they thought they're gonna expand our mind. Maybe he doesn't think so, but still, you know what I mean? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Sounds pretty wacko, right? Well, I wouldn't have believed me either until I snuck a peek in Tobar's engine room. From the look of it, he kept every bit of gray matter he cut out, and he had quite a collection. You can take a look if your stomach's up to it.
Yeah.
And while you're in there,
what a
feel free
pervert
to give
thing to
Tobar
do.
my love, preferably with the sharp end of a hot knife.
So now what are you going to do?
First off, I'm claiming this boat. I put Tobar down, so it's mine. Them's the rules of the ocean. So that leaves me with a boat, a load of punga, and a wicked scar. Damn if I haven't earned that adventure I came out looking for. Think I'll take over.
Yeah, you're a total badass,
I
Nadine.
can travel as I like and always head back to the wasteland to see Mom. Not a bad way to live, huh? Of course, you can always ride for free.
Of course. Any chance you're going home now?
Now that I've got this sweet boat, just wait till Mom sees.
Alright, I guess I have to sleep on the thing to go back. Boom. Yeah, I don't have a hot knife, but I do have a brain fryer.
Well, if it isn't my favorite traveler. And oh, what a trip you were on. Why, when you were under, you should have heard some of the things that came out of your mouth. But I suppose you're more interested in what came out of your head, aren't you?
I guess. So, why do you do it?
Why do we do anything? You travel the world, kill people, take trophies that interest you, and move on. I'm much the same. The only difference is that my trophies are somewhat more medical in nature. Oh, and
says as I pull off like an entire bag full of fingers.
But I suppose it's time that came to an end.
That's the same. I'm trading them for money.
You stop!
Oh, what the hell? You know what? I was gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little tap on the wrist. Now you want to fight? Okay, here you go. Get your brains fried. Fuck you. Damn, turned to fucking dust. Ooh. Just gamble keep. I don't really need the magnum. Where is my brain? What do you mean the brain is unconscious? Familiar piece of brain. For some reason, you feel a terrible sense of loss as you look at the familiar lump of gray matter. Oh, this is my brain. This is part of my brain. Cool, I guess. Well, I feel there's still more that we could be doing in this wonderful land of Point Lookout. We only really explore one side of the island. We're still liking all this entire little around here. So what do we get to explore? And I think I'm gonna stick around with this weapon, even though I'm not exactly a energy weapons guy. And I guess a pistol. I guess this is technically a pistol. Yeah. Let's get to explore this area. Metal door to administration tent. Okay. The brain is unconscious. What do you mean he's unconscious? The hell are you talking about? Terminal. Collective Benevolence, Volunteer Unit MD 1802, Non-Profit Charter, blah 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 blah, St. Mary's Country Point Lookout Area. Unit missing parameters. Evaluate medical and social needs of local populace, raise awareness of health risks, and provide aid on a local need basis. Assist with Federal Fitness Registry Compliance Program. Volunteers must always uphold the standard of the Collective Benevolence Program in public and private. New Plague Public Information. Is this like the first time that they actually write in the game about the new plague? Like the new plague is like that disease that actually they developed like the FEB in the first place. And apparently in lore it was made in Hoover Dam of all places, which is interesting. Know the signs. Safeguard yourself and your community by knowing how to identify a person suffering from the new plague. Common symptoms include profuse sweating, unexplained contussions, swelling, massive external hemorrhaging, no ideals such as socialism. Yeah, it drives you insane. So you think of communism as a viable way of living. I don't know. I don't care. When you believe you're coming into contact with a person exhibiting one of these telltale signs, remember to CRR, confirm symptoms, approach the person suffering from symptoms if no civil or medical professional is available to do so, verify that the subject is exhibiting symptoms of the new plague. No, you should not approach someone. If you see someone that is sick, you should keep your distance. Isolate. Once it's been established that a case of new plague might be present, separate yourself from the person exhibiting symptoms from the general population, as the new plague is notoriously contagious. That's why you got to get real close to see the thing, you know? Get on their faces. Smooch them. Mwah. Mwah. Give them a sweet little smooch. Report. Report directly to the nearest Federal Fitness Registry of Medical Center. Elect a professional. Handle it from there. Terrible advice. Protect yourself. The new plague is what commonly known as a social disease. This means that the new plague is especially contagious and can be commonly caught in the course of social interactions, such as ice cream socials, of course, cruising Main Street, promiscuous activity, sodomy, attending fairs or festivals. So, what's the best protection against social diseases? Why not stay home and enjoy a novel or home-cooked meal? Limit your exposure to other individuals in the best and more surefire way to avoid contracting the new plague. Well, I'm absolutely safe from this new plague then, because I barely go outside. Get registered. Did you know that your government can protect you from the new plague and other biological dangers? It's true. And all you need to do is visit your local Federal Fitness Registry. Friendly federal professionals will be on hand to take a few minor samples and enter you in the National Registry. Your compliance with the Federal Registry program not only keeps medical professionals up to date on your medical history and status, but contributes to valuable research program and makes you eligible for special prizes such as fuel rations or vacation to exotic domestic locals. I don't know, that seems really weird. Public information, that's the one we read. Unit Leech Log. Entry number 1. Arrived with the first carload of volunteers today. Federal presence is nil. I guess the registry program came and went here at some point. There's some leftovers equipment from them, and I've been authorized to remove them from storage and use. We got some basic antibiotics and hygiene supplies, and a couple boxes of new plague awareness pamphlets. Not much to work with yet, but we were at least able to get settled with the motel. For now, I'll focus on setting up our outreach center with Victorian Y Victoria, while the rest of the volunteers get out and into the community and get the feel for the situation here. Okay, so they went here. 2. The location we were given to our outstretched center was a joke. The place is half built, and what's been put together so far looks like it's going to fall into itself anytime. The real estate company wasn't much help. I sent a request for some field supplies so we can set up an outdoor center until the situation can be improved upon. My volunteers are telling me that a lot of the area lacks basic infrastructure. Yeah, a bunch of tents in a fucking dirty beach. So we probably want to get started with some basic vaccines and sanitation supplies. I included some of this on today's purchase request, but I don't feel like we got enough of a grasp on the local situation to request more than that just yet. So they seem to have some problems. Always, they're underfunded and with lacking a lot. 3. We staged our first outreach event today, which didn't go well. The majority of the population in the central area of Point Lookout are transplants for nearby urban centers. Lots of contracted construction workers, support staff for local businesses, a handful of business people involved in the construction projects. We're here to help the rural population who don't have a pot to piss in. But these people don't seem to come into town. We need to reevaluate our efforts. The local populace seem reclusive. We have to get creative with our outreach. Log 4. Victoria was badly wounded today. She took a truck of supplies out in the Ark and Dove Cathedral beyond the river. Most of the locals we want to help are alive in primitive dwellings in the wetlands. The cathedral offered the closest public building to that area. She wasn't in much state to give details, but it sounded like nobody was around when she arrived. She ventured into the swamp to try and make contact with locals and one of the shacks out there. The paramedics are treating a wound on the back of her head. She'll be okay. Wound on the out of her head? Did she get open up? Probably not, but she'll be okay. But it sounded like her skull was fractured. Victoria doesn't remember anything beyond blacking out. There was nothing stolen from her person or the medical suppliers. But I'm still going to err on the side of caution and forbid volunteers from wandering out there alone. We'll do the best we can from here. So it seems even before the bomb, the locals were a little bit dangerous. Disaster relief outpost. Marcella's tent. Oh, a person. Hi.
Lots of people out there, but too few trustworthy. Greetings, child. I'm Marcella, missionary and student of the faith. How are you?
Pleased to meet you, Marcella.
The feeling is mutual, child. I'd enjoy sharing my belief in the faith, if you'll listen.
I mean, I will rather not, but I am curious about you personally. Sure, tell me a little bit.
Would you like me to recite some scripture, or did you just want to know more about the faith?
My mother had a favorite passage from the Bible, Revelation 21:6. Recognize it?
Of course. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. So lovely. Selflessness like that is a rare commodity these days. I can see why that particular passage inspired her.
Yeah. Sound like another cult to me. Now, a scripture.
Scripture. The world as told in the Bible. Would you like to hear a verse?
Sure, let's hear it.
I'm afraid I don't have a copy of the scripture with me, but I can share a few passages. Here's one of my favorites. I tell you the truth. Whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life and will not be condemned. He has crossed over from death to life.
Okay. I mean, I really don't like religion. I don't believe in God or anything like that. But she seems really nice. I'm not gonna say that. That's a little rude. What exactly is your mission?
We try to improve the state of the wasteland by doing good where we can and by spreading the word of the Bible. We also recover and restore religious relics that we can find, but that's a secondary goal.
As it should, I think. How did you become a missionary? I doubt that the church is still around proper.
I was raised at the Abbey of the Road, where I was educated until I could receive my rights of mission.
Abbey of the
That's
Road.
when I first left the Abbey.
Abbey of the Road. I wonder if we'll be able to explore that place at some point. Let's talk about something else. What do you think of Point Lookout?
I'm relatively new here myself, but I'll share what I can.
What do you think of the locals? They seem interesting.
Hostile, in a word. I try to observe, but the swamp folk are dangerously aggressive to any outsiders. Lucky for us, they tend to keep to the swamp.
What do you make of all these bones and dolls on sticks around here?
Swamp folk fetishes or totems, they probably mark territorial lines or maybe are involved with rituals of some kind. I've read about a lot of primitive beliefs that use similar symbols. Voodoo magic, Santeria, Obeah. Fascinating if somewhat disturbing. Though the underlying beliefs seem quite dark, I'm not sure they're anything more than an empty set of traditions to the swamp folk.
Maybe. There is a certainly spooky vibe to the place. Why did you set this campsite up?
Sort of. The tents were collapsed when I found them. I was able to put them back together. This one smells the least like a wet Brahmin. I restored a terminal in one of the other tents. From that, it would seem that these tents were originally put here before the war by medical workers.
Yeah. You say you're not from around here. Where are you from?
Right. I'm from the Abbey of the Road. I'm afraid its location is secret, however.
Oh, I didn't remember that. So it's a secret location. Interesting. Pre-war book. You don't mind, right? You don't mind. Private Field Journal. Marcella J. Abbey of the Road. Point Lookout Expedition. I am the light of the world. He that followed me walketh not in darkness, but shall have the light of fire. John 8:12. Locals. Obadiah Blackhall. Man local by name of Obadiah Blackhall. He lives in an old manor by himself. Class A manipulator. He solicited me to recover a book which he claimed to be a family heirloom. The man gives me a bad feeling. I want to investigate this book and his connection to the swamp folk of the region, but he was reluctant when pressed for more information. Updated. Confirmed Blackhall connection with regional beliefs. Appears that a recent ancestor of Obadiah named Constance Blackhall acquired obscure text known as the Griffbeknich. Not good. I have heard mentions of the book before. Must destroy. Tobar the Ferryman. Ferryman, quite a character. Dubious on the faith, but tolerant at least to hear my ministrations. Seems there's quite a bit more to the man, and he certainly isn't without the smell of sin about him. We'll visit it periodically while in Point Lookout to preach if he had me. Travel culture. Cathedral. Travel cultures occupy major sanctuary to the faith in region. Cathedral on the Ark and Dove. Would love to mine location for artifacts or any intact text, but resident openly ostracize outsiders. Have offered to induct me into their tribe, tempting to undertake the oath as a ruse to gain access. But moral reservations too great. Okay, so she's well traveled. We haven't met Obadiah, so that's on the list. Travel journal. The Pit. Took shelter with a merchant caravan during the windstorm. More worrying still from the pit. I wonder if my purpose will take me there one day. For now, I must continue eastward to the Commonwealth. I don't remember the order this came out. I don't know, say what I don't remember. I don't know at all. I wasn't even aware of the franchise when the game existed. So when the DLC were releases and stuff, I got into the fact way later. So, but they seem to mention the Commonwealth, the pit, the Commonwealth. It's like, was this before or after the pit DLC? Leaving the Commonwealth. I done what's good I can here. Needs to get out before he catches up with me. Was able to barter passage on a boat headed south. Don't know where I'll end up, but that's the nature of his work. Leaving the Commonwealth. Not much about the Commonwealth. What help do you did? Sojourn in Capital Wasteland. Toba tried the Duchess up in the Capital Wasteland. I spent the afternoon trading at a place called Rivet City. Broke bread with a Father Clifford. Broke bread with a Father Clifford. What is broke bread? What kind of expression is that? Inspirational to see another believer of the faith. Must make my way back here soon. Okay. Alright. She was like just looking as I was doing that. Okay, so there's another 2 tents. Might as well. I mean, there's some medical stuff. Some right-away, some stim-pack. I mean, I guess I'll take them. I mean, whatever. We don't need to take more than that. It's fine. Alright, interesting character. The only thing that I could maybe possibly see as a connection to this is the church in Diamond City. There's a Diamond City church with a man, but he's not exactly. I mean, I think he might be. I don't remember exactly, but the whole shtick is he's in his church, and he allows everyone to preach whatever God they want as long as they're peaceful. Oh right, I forgot this is a thing that I can do. You can mine. You can like dig with your shovel. The thing is that I never had a shovel to dig. At least these guys are big enough. Pretty cool. Alright, is there anything here? These holes? Why am I... There's nothing. Why am I doing this? I mean, I'm gonna keep trying, I guess. The energy weapon, not incredible, but these enemies are just bulky on its own. And I don't have like amazing energy. What is my resistance? What is my stat on energy? Yeah, it's only 61 with my other one. With my what the fuck? Dude. Get out. Oh my god, I thought, oh my god, did I get stuck? What a goof. What a silly man. Oh. Wow, that's something, I guess. It's not incredible, but it is something. You cannot go in that direction. Okay, I guess we're as far away in the world as we are. Okay, here we can get a shovel. For Osvaldo. Hold on. A bit on the slow side, but I'm liking it. It feels interesting. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even have perks related to guns. I mean, assuming this is what even counts. Ash pile, just Mirelurk meat. Okay. Oh, what are you doing here? Just trying to get some treasure? Osvaldo, the Foot Locker is buried on the island with a single tree on the Dove Delta. Be careful, I prepared the area with a bunch of fake mounts just in case the hugest gang find this location. Regards, Benny. So that's what the one that we found. The single tree on the Delta. I mean, it wasn't that crazy of loot or anything, but I guess I'm happy for having it. Ooh, and a safe. I don't need anything else. Let's try to use this while we can until we get to like the alien DLC. I don't think I will be able to repair it, just because I don't know what the hell I can even repair this with, if with anything really. Right? Like, this is a unique weapon. That's the problem. If I had, like, the jury rigging from Fallout New Vegas or weapon repair kits, I could. But until the DLC, I'm just gonna have to deal. Because I'm not paying for fucking repair man and their fucking expensive ass, you know, repair abilities or whatever. Coastal Monument. Here marks the landing of Captain John Smith. Chaloupe upon his discover, point lookout in 1612. It's a needle. Americans really like their big needle pointing to the sky, I guess. Num num num, boonga. I'm seeing those dolls. Blackhall Manor. Wow. I heard about this place. Is Obadiah over here? You don't mind, right? It doesn't say that it doesn't say its own. I can just take it, right? You have kitchen.
Keep your distance. What are you doing in my house?
No skirting. Could you try not to bleed on me when I kill you? Jesus Christ, man. The house look abandoned. I just wandered in.
Well, Blackhall Manor isn't abandoned. Not yet. At least have the grace to come speak with her owner properly.
Sure. I can do that. Aye.
Good, good. People should be able to sit and have a conversation, especially in times like these. Civil discourse, the greatest of our lost arts. Wouldn't you agree?
I couldn't agree more.
I'm glad you think so. Conversation is but one of the virtues that separate us from cretins like those swamp folk. Swamp folk who, I should mention, absconded with a book, a precious family heirloom. I wanted to ask you,
Is that so?
will you get it back?
Is the kraknach or whatever it's called? What do I get in the bargain?
Cash, plain and simple. Return with the book, and I'll pay you 1,000 caps. No questions asked.
Okay, I'll get your book.
Good. The fools who stole it believe it has powers, so the thing is probably well guarded. There's a ritual site east of the boardwalk, in the basement of a ruined house. I think you'll find it there. Bring it back to me, and be paid.
Why should I be... No. You really seem to hate the swamp folk.
I suppose larceny isn't enough reason to hate.
Are they dangerous?
You must be new here if you don't know the answer to that by now. Yes, they're dangerous. They shoot at, smash, or try to eat anything that isn't them. And half the time they shoot at each other. They may have been men once, but no more.
Do you mean those people living in the old cathedral?
No, not them. That lot wants for brains, but they're at least somewhat civilized. The swamp folk have no creed, no morals.
Why did they take your book?
They think the book has a kind of occult power. Superstition and nonsense, of course.
Nonsense, of course. Tell me about the manor.
I don't suppose there's any harm indulging you. What interests you?
How old is this place?
Hundreds of years, and still standing strong. You're within a fine example of Victorian architecture, my friend.
Your family's named after the place?
Just as much as it's named after us, I suppose. We took the Blackhall name when we arrived on these shores, generations before the Great War. We do well to remember history, particularly in this dark time.
Well, let's talk about something else. I have to go now. I'll try to get the book, The Dark Heart of the Blackhall. Alright. Spoopy name. Not much. It really kind of looks like the other mansion. The mansion from the ghoul.
Wait a moment. I need to know. Has Obadiah sent you in search of a book?
He has.
I thought as much. Listen to me very carefully, child. You mustn't bring it to him. That book is known as the Krivbekne, and it's a thing of evil purpose.
It does sound pretty evil. Too many K's. You know? That's what are you talking about?
Yes, the Krivbekne. The Blackhall family has a long, evil history with the book. It was lost to them long ago, but it's found a way back to Point Lookout, and Obadiah seeks to reclaim it.
Why do you want it so badly?
Obadiah's no better than the heathens he's asked you to steal it from. He believes he can use it to control them, and God knows what else. There's a way to destroy that damned thing. I intend to do just that.
Obadiah's paying. What about you?
I can't promise you money, but I have some medical supplies I can share. Please, it would be a good thing you do.
If I recover the book, I'll consider it bringing it to you.
I ask no more. You can find me at my tent on the beach, south of Blackhall. God bless your path, child.
Well, this is getting interesting. Retrieve the Krivbekne from the ritual site. We still got a couple of small-ish places to explore around here, so might as well do that and then collecting the thing. So the okay, I'm gonna stop following her because she might get killed or something, you know. Swamp ghoul. Reaver. I fucking hate the reavers. Swear to God. I need a companion. I need like a maybe you get toasty? Leave me alone. Fuck you. Alright, you alright? Just gonna fucking take drugs now. Hope you're happy. Me some goddamn psycho. Yeah, get fucked, you asshole. Jesus Christ. Alright, next time, gotta remember to always have a fat man with me, because goddamn those fucking reavers are annoying. What the hell were you even protecting anyway? Oh. I mean, they're not zombies. I don't know why they're stuck in the... They're stuck in the cemetery. Ooh. Wow, someone was burying their child. Well, I'm not gonna disturb that. What else do we have here? I thought there was an unnamed location there. Not unnamed. There was like a thing, right? All right, let's have something with a little bit more range.
I got something for you.
There we go. Human flesh. No thank you. Oh, you just have a BB gun. I thought you had like a rifle or something. Well, seems to be more, but just gonna stick my head to the ground. Ah, the drugs! I still haven't used the stupid things. They just suck so much. I don't like them. Microwave emitter. Let's continue with the microwave emitter. I like to microwave their tiny little minuscule mutated brains. What the fuck is going on here? That are not sounds I like to hear in my head. I'm hearing ghosts. I don't need a stupid stealth boy. Oh, and we get the unique item, the ritual knife, which is a knife with better. I don't know if you still. I don't know if it is good as a combat knife, but I guess it's fine. Weird. The large tome set into this last lectern must be the Krifnechnik. It's a dam. Is a dam with what appears to be fresh blood. Sure. I'm out of here. Oh, you piece. Excuse me, sir. Is that a misc? The Krachvechla, where is it? It can be on weapons. The Krifnechnik, there we go. It's value in 50. Seem to be getting the better deal by just giving it back.
Now, scream for me.
Dude, get out of here. Leave me alone. Yeah, no doubt you had psycho on you psycho. What is in this side?
Found you.
Oh, just a tea party. Don't want to interrupt that. Ow. Interesting that they really don't count as humans, despite, you know, being very human look-like. I can't get the fingers. I guess you could maybe argue too that ignorance not necessarily means evil, but they're doing a lot of evil shit here. So I don't know. That missionary was that's a nice lady. Let's give her the book to her.
Found you.
What?
It'll all be over.
The fuck are you? Smugglers? Get fucked. Alright, you are evil. That makes sense.
Oh!
Ow! Die, thief. No! Oh god, no! Marcella! Those fucking assholes, huh? Those were the ones to kill you? Marcella, last words.
They attacked while I slept. I don't expect to survive. I only pray that that you haven't taken that book to Obadiah.
Oh, she gave it to me.
Take up my mission. There is one way to utterly destroy the Krivbekne, but you must take a pilgrimage far north of Point Lookout in the capital wasteland. Seek a place called Dunwich. Within is an
I know that
obelisk,
place.
itself a wicked thing.
Yeah. I know I know what you're talking about.
You need only press the book to its surface. May God shed his blessings upon you, child. Make haste for Dunwich.
It will be
My
done,
God.
Marcella.
I am sorry for all my sins with all my heart. In choosing to do wrong and failing to do good, I have sinned against you, whom I should.
What did you do? Ladies entry, locals, nothing new. Travel onwards, nothing new. Found an ally. Was able to intercept an outsider. An outsider Obadiah had sent after the Krivbekne. I only hope my appeal to goodness was enough. I can pay what he's offering. I'll pray for the outsider's survival, and that the Krivbekne fiends find his way to me, not Blackhall. Latest audio. Okay, latest audio, that's what she recorded. Okay. Well, sir, you owe me a little bit of an explanation. Sir, I'm gonna need.
You should have seen this place 30 years ago.
Yeah, I'm sure. I need a word with you.
The book. You found it. Quickly, give it to me.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet.
Surely you're not considering giving it to Marcella. Come now.
So you
That
know
woman can't
Marcella.
rub two caps together.
Marcella's dead, actually. I figured you had something to do with that.
Can't say that I did. But that's all the more reason you should give the book to me.
Alright, you know what? Let's save.
We had a
Sure.
bargain rough.
Yeah. Here's the book.
Yes, of course.
1,000 caps, that's pretty good. We're not done just yet. Let's chase this guy around.
We have killed you. Wipe your feet.
Wow. What the fuck are you doing?
You shouldn't be here.
I usually hide my bodies in the river, but this is nice too.
We are nothing alike. More so than you could ever comprehend. Go now. Never return.
Right.
You shouldn't be here.
I thought this occult nonsense was below you.
Don't play at what you misunderstand, troglodyte. Get out.
What do you call me? That's what you get. What the hell? There's like a lot of bodies in here. Creeper. Give me that. Thanks for the cap, loser. Okay, I'm good to go. Let's go to the capital wasteland again. The Duchess Gambit is ready to begin his trip to the capital wasteland. Travel to the capital wasteland. Nice.
We having fun yet?
Yeah, I guess. Bye-bye. Hey, look who I found.
Well, if it isn't our hero.
I gotta be honest, I really didn't do all that much when it comes to her. She was in the church, and then she was just in the boat. I didn't do much. I mean, I did kill Tobias, but I mean, she had it like locked up in a thing. So I got Nadine back, safe and sound. Like, yeah, totally my work. Give me some caps.
Yes, thank you so much. And now that she's got this boat and carrying all this cargo, well, I can afford to actually pay you. Thank you so much.
Nice. 10 refined punga fruits. Oh, 300. I was just gonna say. Honestly, you should start living here. Just go live with your daughter in the boat. I think that will be more. I think that will be more fun and safer. I need to be going. Well, that was Point Lookout, but we still have one thing to do. We have to fulfill a little promise, and that is on. We see you again, weird, horrible, Lovecraftian obelisk. The obelisk shares its origins with the Kribneknik. Just being near makes you uneasy. Press the Kribneknik to the obelisk surface.
Oh! Whoa!
Okay. Well, that was supposed to give us karma. Maybe it did. We didn't notice. Yeah. Well, we fulfill our promise to Marcella, and Obadiah is dead. Good, because he was a fucking prick. Another day in the post-apocalyptic world of Fallout of America, blown up to bits. So that was the entirety of Point Lookout. Almost every location. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. Every location, important or whatnot. Every quest, every little piece of paper. We might have missed here, there, a few here, there. But again, this is an ish 100%, not a 100%. With with a dot by the end. So what are my thoughts? I was a little fast on on finishing the other DLC, the Operation Anchorage, but I got more thoughts about Point Lookout. I think Point Lookout is a fantastic DLC, and honestly, my favorite DLC of the bunch, of all of them. That might change after playing the Pit and the other DLC, the Alien one. Technically, Broken Steel is also is a DLC, but that's more like a part of the actual main story, so not 100% it counts, but whatever. Yeah, I like the aesthetic. I like Maryland. It was a fun place to explore. The swamps, the enemies are really hard. Can be a little annoying to deal with sometimes. I understand the harder enemies mean the game is a little more challenging, and it was, and that's fine. But some enemies really feel like, you know, they were a little overboard here and there. But yeah, fun new weapons. I'm more of a rifle guy, so the guns were really on my ally. The main quest was a little strange with, you know, like the British ghoul being in like a little battle with a brain. It was wacky and it was definitely fun. It felt a little out of place for Point Lookout because it doesn't seem to be something really related to like the place itself, you know. It's like I feel like that whole battle thing could happen like anywhere else, you know what I mean? I guess it is related to the tribals there, but not much else really. Still, it was pretty cool. I guess also, you know, the experiments deal in the related to the brain emitter, but still, you know, that still feel like most of it could happen like anywhere really. That's, but yeah, but still, it was really fun. There was a lot of good chunk of lore. I do like the characters. I even do like the missions that really mimic like Fallout 76, like starting like, you know, philosophy and missions, like missions without NPCs. And I think, like I said in the first episode of when I started the DLC, it is fun to do those when you are surprised by them and when not every mission is like that. A problem with Fallout 76 is that when you do a lot of those missions, you usually, it's like, oh, what am I doing this? I know I'm just gonna find a corpse at the end, or that's it. Here it's like kind of more of a surprise, like to find out what happened and stuff, you know. And you get other missions to break the monotonous of those. And yeah, the missions were fun. The place was cool. The new weapons were cool. There's some oddities here and there, you know. It isn't perfect. I think Far Harbor in Fallout 4 is like a way better example of like a proper area to explore and even like a similar setting. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my 2 cents. Join us next time for more adventures in the Fallout post-apocalyptic, and maybe we'll try to find that. Probably. Maybe not.